supports of various types will of course still receive those supports. We really wanted to target those people who would lose their income specifically. We've also put on the table significant support for businesses and employers to be able to support their workers, to be able to support their fellow Canadians. These are the kinds of things that we're moving with both quickly and in a targeted fashion, because that's what Canadians expect.
Merci beaucoup. Modérateur, on va passer à la prochaine question.
Merci. Thank you. The next question is from Mélanie Marquis from La Presse. À vous la parole. Please go ahead.
Bonjour, Mr. Trudeau.
Hello, Mr. Trudeau. On the border, could you tell us when the border will start, when the closure will actually come into force? And could you tell us how you intend to actually monitor this border closure? Will you be hiring new customs officers? Will you be using the army, for example? Now, also a second question on the border at Roxham Road. There are people who are crossing the border regularly. What are you going to do about that situation? Well, first of all, we're working with the US to ensure that these measures come into force as quickly as possible. We'll have further announcements to make later. We'll tell you exactly when it'll come into force, but it's going to be very, very quickly. I'd also like to point out that we have taken steps to ensure that non-essential travellers are allowed to cross the border. The CBSA has the necessary resources to meet this challenge. Many people will, in fact, choose to stay at home. They won't even try to cross the border if they're told not to. Now, on Roxham Road, I'd like to reassure you by saying that we've taken the necessary steps to make sure that full controls are in place and everybody crossing at Roxham Road will be in quarantine for 14 days.
Modérateur, dernière question.
Merci. Thank you. The next question is from Heather Schofield from the Toronto Star. Go ahead. À vous la parole.
Good morning, Prime Minister. In terms of working with the opposition and having to pass some of these steps through them, have you been in touch with the opposition leaders, and do you have their assurance that they will cooperate with you to move quickly?
Our House leaders have been working together very closely, both on the House side and on the Senate side. Pablo Rodriguez and Minister Pablo Rodriguez and Senator Mark Gold have been engaged with all party leaders, both in the House and the Senate. There is broad collaboration. There is broad openness to moving these measures quickly that will help Canadians who need it. I am confident that this is a moment in which Canadians of all parties will pull together to ensure Canadians get the help they need. Minister
Rodriguez and Senator Mark Gold are working with their counterparts from the other parties to make sure that we can get these measures through Parliament as quickly as possible. I can tell you that there's goodwill being shown by the opposition parties to help Canadians, and we're quite confident that it will get through very quickly. Personally speaking, things are going well. My kids are fine. I don't yet have symptoms. So great there. Sophie is she's got flu, she's got a headache, she's got intermittent fever, but she's doing pretty well, and thank you very much for your kind thoughts. Thank you to all of you.
That is the Prime Minister addressing the nation on the latest with the federal plans, and as he described it, these are extraordinary times and he is taking extraordinary measures. We're talking about an $82 billion economic package in 2 phases, $27 billion direct
Writing's not that easy.